Bit of a rant. I'm not going to do any profanity. Every other word in my daily existence is an F word. So I'm it's with the writing and all that. I try to keep the profanity out. It's just not necessary for that. But a little weird rant. And this is entirely unscripted. So it's just kind of meandering, kind of annoyed person crap. I don't know if this fucker's even. There I go. Let that one slip by the goalie. Why can't people make things anymore? That has nothing to do with nationality. I have a 98 Subaru in my garage. It has nearly 300,000 miles on it. It's rusty and it's crappy and it's got an exhaust leak and a bad clutch. I could throw a battery in it and it would fire right up. It fires right up at negative 50 degrees out with shitty gas. And it will run. I could probably put another 100,000 miles on it, no problem. You don't see that in things today. It's just like a short rant. I'm just curious as to why people don't make things anymore. At least not with quality. There's endless arrays of crap that's made today. I mean, this little Seiko automatic, it'll probably last me my lifetime. It's still quality made, but generally speaking, why aren't things made properly anymore? Nikkor 20mm f3.5 AI lens. That'll last me my lifetime. But I have a 20mm plastic. It's actually on this camera. It probably will last 10 years, maybe, at best. Why can't things be made? It's I have a Nikon F5 film camera. It's a shame that film is falling out of fashion because it's a good archive for visual things. It's limited, and sometimes limitations are good. You find yourself with these things where it's one of the it's something like CGI, special effects in sci-fi movies and CGI, as opposed to practical effects like Alien and Aliens and Star Wars, the original Star Wars, not the modern crap. Fuck the modern crap. The practical effects have a limiting effect. With CGI, you can do anything you want, and somehow it just becomes fake. I think it's Salvador Dali. Strangely enough, it's Salvador Dali, but Salvador Dali had a quote, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but he said that the greatness, the paraphrasing, I think the intent in it, the greatness in art is its limitations. That you're you're set with a set expected boundary within visual arts, and I think it was saying specifically in visual arts, and I think rules in art, rules in literature, rules in music, they set boundaries, and those boundaries develop quality. The movie Aliens, the special effects will stand the test of time. But they rubber stamp movies with the CGI. They have an army of people, and I have nothing against the army of people who do all the CGI computer stuff. That's great, but it's fake. It's fake. I guess the thing that brings this up is so I'm cleaning out the back room, Dad's old stuff. Just kind of still cleaning up some of Dad was a pack rat and a collector and a pack rat and a pack rat. And so after he passed away, it took me 3 summers, I think, to get the garage cleaned up. And you open the door to his 1972 Citroen SM, and granted, in its heyday, it wasn't the most reliable car, but you can feel the quality. Open up the door, and you can close the door. You can feel the quality. And cleaning up the back bedroom, he had these old I remember my parents had these when I was a kid. They were inexpensive, they were compact, and they did the job. And the one mom had was that weird 70s yellow, that diarrhea yellow, kind of ochre, yellow ochre, kind of whatever color. And, but it's these Hoover portable compact washing machines. And there was two of them in the back room. And so I was transferring everything down to the basement so I can get some of the bedrooms all cleaned up and organized because that's shit that has to get done. And so oh, what the hell? I'm going to plug it in. So I plugged the fucker in and it runs. The belts are all worn out and they flap and flap and flap and all that, but they work. And I took the other one, which I didn't think worked, and I plugged that in and it ran. Took it upstairs next to the kitchen and ended up having a bath towel carpet in the kitchen for the while because of the drain hose had a crack in it that I wasn't paying attention to. But other than that, I washed all my clothes with it. Hung them out to dry. There's nothing like having your clothes hanging out on a line outside. That fresh air drying off your clothes is just freaking phenomenal. Better than any of that cardboard box crap that people buy. Anyway, washed all my clothes with it. It's probably been 10 years since they've been used. One of them is probably as old as I am. From the 70s at least. And I wouldn't use them on a regular basis, but I would think that I could. And you go into a Lowe's or a Home Depot and you pick a $3,000 one of these high-end Samsung or Vizio or whatever brand. I stopped shopping when I saw a $6,000 refrigerator. It's like, you're fucking kidding me? I guess I'm on the boomer side of Gen Xer, but I doubt that $6,000 refrigerator will last as long as that washing machine out there. And that's just the idea is that why can't people make things anymore? Are we that obsessed? Are the shareholders of companies so obsessed with the bottom line, with scraping? And I'm all Ayn Rand capitalist. I have absolutely nothing against capitalism, but to an extent to where it diminishes the product you're making itself, like this planned obsolescence. I have a 10-year-old laptop sitting down there, and I updated it because I had to update it. And ever since the updates, it's gotten slower and slower and slower. I imagine because Apple wants me to buy a brand new laptop. No, I'm not going to buy a brand new laptop. You know, I forget when the D800 came out, but I'm filming this on a D800. That's an old camera. 10-year-old laptop down there. I got a 2009 Mac Tower here. I have a 2009 MacBook Pro 17-inch back there that I think I have on 10.6.8 still because Adobe insists that I rent their software. So I have a full suite of software from Adobe on there. I'm not going to update my computer because that software becomes pointless. And I'm not going to, I guess I'm a cheap bastard. What can I say? But again, it's just this disposability of things. We're also environmentally sound and environmentally conscious. Why do we insist on making disposable things? That washing machine that's sitting on my back deck. If it lasts 10 more years, it's far more environmentally friendly than $10,000 washing machine sets. Just saying. So, I don't know. Everything that I do here is probably going to be scripted because my mind wanders. Maybe I'm on the borderline ADD. I don't know. So that just something annoyed me, and I just felt like while I was waiting for the card on this to download that I was going to rant about why can't people make things anymore.